Imagine 21 days, one campervan, and a road trip straight through the heart of Europe. An adventure that takes you from the deepest, most mysterious gorges to the highest mountain peak in the country. In this video, we share the perfect route through the Czech Republic. We've mapped everything out for you, from fairy tale castles to thundering waterfalls. This is no ordinary holiday. This is the ultimate Czech road trip, packed with nature, culture, and adventure. So stay tuned, because we'll give you everything. The most beautiful places, our favorite campervan sites, and those indispensable tips that will make your trip unforgettable. Welcome to our latest adventure. We are Marja and Ed, and this is our faithful campervan, our home on wheels for the next 3 weeks. The Czech Republic? A country that might not immediately spring to mind for a campervan trip. But trust us, after watching this video, it's guaranteed to be on your list. We'll begin our journey in the north, in Děčín, and then drive counterclockwise through the country. This time, we're deliberately skipping the capital, Prague, to discover the lesser-known yet equally beautiful places. We'll get lost in the fairy tale forests of Bohemian Switzerland, sample the world-famous beer culture in Plzeň, stroll through the medieval streets of Český Krumlov, explore the wild nature of Šumava National Park, and climb to the summit of Sněžka, the highest mountain in the Czech Republic. This route is designed for everyone, whether you're looking for adventure, culture, or nature. We'll show you not only the highlights, but also the beautiful road to get there. Because that's the magic of campervan travel. The journey itself is the destination. We're sharing our favorite campervan spots, from idyllic spots deep in the woods to convenient locations near the sites. Our journey kicks off in Děčín. This city is located right on the German border and is the perfect springboard to Bohemian Switzerland National Park. We park the campervan, and our first stop is Děčín Castle. It sits majestically on a rock where the Elbe and Plaušnice rivers meet and is one of the most important monuments in North Bohemia. The hike up alone is a treat, with ever-changing views of the city. Once inside, it feels like stepping back a few centuries. After spending the night at a parking lot along the Elbe River with a view of the castle, we drive to Děčínský Sněžník, a mesa with an iconic stone lookout tower. We park the campervan at the parking lot and take the short but challenging hike to the top. The view from the foot of the tower is already magnificent, but of course we climb the stairs for the full panorama. We look out over the landscape that will be our home for the next 3 weeks. In the distance, we see the sandstone cliffs of Bohemian Switzerland where we will end up. We see the Elbe River meandering through the landscape, the rolling hills and the dense forests. Not every day on a trip is just beautiful. Some days are especially important. Today we visit Terezín, also known as Theresienstadt. This is not your average tourist stop, but a place that leaves a deep, lasting impression. Terezín was used by the Nazis during World War II as a concentration camp, ghetto, and gruesome propaganda tool. We start at the Ghetto Museum housed in a former school. Here, the story of Terezín is told through the eyes of the people imprisoned there. The exhibitions are confrontational. Drawings made by children, personal belongings, diary entries. They give a face to the unimaginable statistics. Especially the children's drawings touch you deeply. They show a world of fear, but sometimes also a glimmer of hope and fantasy in the darkest of circumstances. Then we cross the river to the small fortress, the section that served as a prison. Here you walk under the gate bearing the infamous words, Arbeit macht frei. Work sets you free. We walk past the cell blocks, the execution sites, and the mass graves. The silence here is deafening, heavy, and charged. It's impossible not to imagine what happened here. A visit to Terezín is emotionally charged, but, in our opinion, essential. It's a powerful reminder of the horrors of the past and a warning for the future. It's a place that silences you and compels you to reflect. We consciously take the time to let everything sink in and, after our visit, find a quiet spot in nature to gather our thoughts. This is a day we will remember for a long time. After yesterday's intense day, it's time for a completely different slice of Czech culture. We head south to a city synonymous with conviviality. Plzeň, the birthplace of Pilsner. A very welcome change. The Czechs are the world champions of beer drinking, and here in Plzeň you immediately understand why. Our main destination is, of course, the Pilsner Urquell Brewery. We book a tour that takes us through the history of this iconic beer. We see the gigantic copper brewing kettles, and learn why the soft water from the local springs is so crucial. The absolute highlight is the visit to the historic cellars. a labyrinth 9 kilometers long, where the beer is still aged in enormous oak barrels. And then comes the supreme moment, a glass of unfiltered, unpasteurized Pilsner Urquell straight from the barrel. The taste is phenomenal, so much richer and more complex than what you know from a bottle. This is how beer was meant to be. But Plzeň is more than just beer. The central square, Náměstí Republiky, is magnificent, with the enormous St. Bartholomew's Cathedral as its centerpiece. Climb the tower for a fantastic view of the city. We spent the night at the Campervan site just outside the city center in the south of Plzeň. And that's it. The first 4 days of our 21-day Campervan route through the beautiful Czech Republic. From the mystical atmosphere of Bohemian Switzerland to 2 cities, each with its own unique character. Terezín with its impressive and horrific past from World War II. And Plzeň, the cheerful city where beer originated. After these cities, we'll head out into nature. If you'd like to see how that goes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.